Welcome back to Newsnight and the continued coverage of the late President Muhammadu Buhari, who was laid to rest earlier today. Well, the late President Buhari's 8 years as a democratically elected president can be described as very eventful. Some of these memories including the travels during the campaigns, the swearing in into office, local and international engagement, and even private moments were captured by These Days and Arise News photojournalist Sunday Aghaeze, who worked as a personal assistant on photography to the former president. Well, he joins us now to share his experience. Mr. Aghaeze, thank you so much for being on the news tonight. It's weird, I must confess, to have you on this side of the table. You worked for late President Muhammadu Buhari first. You were very close to him. You went everywhere he went as his photojournalist. Our condolences are with you. But share with us, when you heard about his death and then today his burial, what were the emotions? How did you feel?
Yeah, I was woken up with the death, and I was shocked because nobody expected it. You know, we are all with Balangaruba book launch, and then expecting him on the book launch, but somehow he couldn't make it. Then that very afternoon, I was just taking a siesta, and somebody called me and said, "Did you see something on the platform?" I said, "What is it?" And I said, "What is it?" He said, "Check it." I said, "What is it?" He said, "Baba has passed." I said, "What?" All my spirit went down. So I started making calls and confirmed from 3 different people, and it says this something. So I said, well, may his soul rest in peace. Yeah, he was a father to everybody. He's very calm. He was very calm when he was alive. And then if he gives you a job, he don't bother you. He knows that you're going to do the job. So he expects the best from you. Even when somebody wants to interfere in your job, you say, "Come, that is not your job. Leave him to do his job." You know? And
I know you still feel the emotions and you feel a bit down, but it would be nice for you to, project a little so that we can hear you very well and people at home can hear you very well. But, I mean, you were with him as his personal assistant on photography for all of 8 years. What would you say, what are those moments, the iconic moments that actually, stand out to you? Okay, we're seeing some visuals there. Maybe you can speak to some of the footage that we're seeing right now. That same with
that same with
additional, yes.
And then that is one of the events we went in.
Right.
One of the foreign events. Each time he's among foreign leaders, there's this personality in him that everybody just want to greet him, just want to see and shake his hand. His image is just everywhere.
Right.
So you don't get tired photographing him. Me and my friend, who we cover him all through the campaign, to the swearing in, to event, to the UN events, and other foreign events.
Okay, and that same
going to the Blue Line Rain when he was being commissioned in Lagos. That is with Sanwo-Olu. Sitting in the train, which we did the riding from one end to another, and that is him with some European leaders and some African leaders, drew an event in Dakar. He was just there everywhere. His image is just there.
Was he someone who was open to always taking photographs? How will you describe him? Was he a camera-friendly person?
Yes. He said, there's one thing usually tell me and my colleagues. He said, "Come, 2 of you are the only one who give me commands." We tell him, "Yes, sir, this way." Yeah, I say, "Nobody commands me except you 2 boys." I say, "Sir, we're just trying to do the best." And that is him with our Amina and humanitarian. And then some other event. This is the Lady Falcons, our female Falcons, when we won that with the Minister of Sports.
Right.
They came for receiving them for a dinner.
Sunday Diary was there.
Yeah, Sunday Diary, yeah. This is one of the pictures. Each time you have youth service serving Katsina, at the end of the service, they usually pay homage to the president. The president usually hosts all of them. And this is one of the events that we happen to be around at that period.
It was striking because today, those who formed the lineup from Katsina to Daura to receive the body of the late president today were the youth service corps members, particularly in Daura up until his home compound. We saw youth service corps members forming that line of brigade to pay their last respect to the president. So they loved him.
They love him too much. Each time, every session of the NYSC, they pay homage to him.
Are there private moments that we're able to capture in, in pictures?
Yeah, there's a particular picture I'm still waiting for. The day after the election, we are all waiting for the results.
Right.
We never know what we were going to expect. That day, suddenly there's somebody, Seriki Abba, one of his aides, just rushed with a telephone. I said, sir, she just picked the call. Who was on the line? Nobody know until they said if the president. Who's that president? President Goodluck Jonathan. Calling president, then.
President-elect.
President-elect.
As he was.
No, not president-elect. He wasn't elect then. That was when he conceded.
Okay.
No,
when
he was conceding,
yes.
That is not, right. A candidate of the party then. So all of us, everywhere was quiet. Then he said, president has conceded. So before you know it, the whole thing went haywire. Now this picture,
and this crowd now.
This is crowd in Borno during the campaign. This picture went everywhere.
That in itself speaks to the mammoth.
In short, he was not able to speak around this place because of the crowd.
So when they talk about these 12 million votes that Buhari had, it wasn't an exaggeration.
Not an exaggeration.
When you see this crowd,
you need to see the videos. I don't know if they're able to play the videos. You will see crowd.
Especially there's this Ibadan.
Yeah, the Ibadan, the area shot we did in Ibadan.
We should see that.
If we can see that, this is an event at the UN, where after the event, another event, and one of the foreign meetings with other leaders,
So that particular moment when that call came from then President Goodluck Jonathan and President Buhari took that call, what else can you tell us about the mood in the room and how
the mood,
he received
when they
that
said
call?
President is on the line, the whole place was dead silent. In short, he was one that just said, hold on. Just pick the call. How wish they were able to play it, Then after picking the call, he sat down. There was this smile on him, as if something just came out. Like he just removed some burden on him.
Must have been a big relief for someone who has tried 3 times before.
Yes,
at
a big relief for him and a big relief for the country, because nobody would have known what would have happened after that, because the crowd, you can't have that crowd and say that person didn't win that election.
Right. And not just the crowd, now he had come in through a merger with the likes of now President Bola Tinubu, and there had now been a coalition that formed the APC. And of course, for the first time, on sitting a sitting president who was President Goodluck Jonathan at that time.
There's an aspect I'd like us to actually, there was this talk about, what's his name again?
What's that?
Jubair of
Jibrin, yes.
And that story gained so much traction.
Yes.
As someone who was very close to him, you took pictures and photos of him.
We see him
Tell
every
us.
day. That particular time, we are all just laughing. Somebody will just tell you, somebody you see every day. You are with the person every day, and somebody will come and tell you, this is not the person. How will you feel? I have a senior sister, elder sister who called me and said, come, I know you will not lie to me. Is that the president? Is he really the president? I say, yes, auntie, that is the president. I see him every day. We'll photograph him. That's my daughter.
That's your daughter there.
Yeah. So, and then this is another picture where you see holding this, the head of state, the former indigenous.
Yeah.
So he's so fun to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have never seen him grow annoyed.
Right?
Yeah, apart from a particular day, there was a noise at his corridor. I say, who are those people making noise? Everybody froze. Because he has never shouted on anybody.
Yeah.
Everybody froze. He came out from the office because there was something everybody was discussing. And then he came out from the office.
Definitely was a disciplinarian.
Oh, no.
I recall I covered him for just 9 months as the president, and no one, protocol, you don't enter into any space after the president has. And he was so punctual, Ngozi.
Right. Yeah.
If you came a minute after the hour, you were shut out.
You were shut out.
Sonny Aghaeze, thank you so much for
we have to add
sharing your thoughts.
MON, Sonny Aghaeze.
Yes.
MON, right?
Thank you very
Former
much.
personal assistant on photography to President
I'm grateful for the
Muhammadu Buhari,
opportunity.
the late
Yeah.